Hello, it's Lisa. Thank you for joining me this evening or whenever you happen to be watching this. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you. Thank you for joining me here this evening. Today, we're getting set for a little yin, a little restorative yoga. As always, you have the choice to decide where you want to be. So I'll give you some gentle guidance. The choice is always yours. I'll continue to talk and give you opportunities to change. I'm started in this cross-legged position. I'm sitting on a meditation cushion. It's a little easier for my pelvis to stay in a neutral place, not tail tucked, not too sassy in the back. And then I like to bring just a couple of these blocks underneath my knees. I could sit like this all day, but what would happen if I offered a little bit more ease to my hip joints? That that lumbar area of our spine, those the pelvis and hip joints, very important places to bring some attention to, and in particular, some ease. Let's welcome ourselves here. Welcome yourself to the place where you sit. I welcome you to this time together. Let's go deeper than normal. Inhale through your nose. Exhale with that audible sigh. Do that again. Give your mind the opportunity to begin listening to your body. And again, so you can begin to feel breath, feel breathing, feel bodily sensations, and even feel emotions that come up during the practice. Allow your eyes to fall into a bit of a steady gaze, a little forward and down seems most soothing to the body as we find ease or intend ease. But as you give that little forward and down gaze, you may notice the muscles of your face begin to relax. And check in with the structures within your mouth, jaw unclenched, tongue down off the roof of your mouth, throat clear and unconstricted. Check in with your body. Is there a little more comfort you can find? As we call in just a little more ease, if you'd like, and that practice is in through the nose, out through an imaginary straw. As I speak, allow your body to just hear those breathing instructions on repeat. Give your body the possibility of just knowing to come back home to ease. Gently inhale through your nose, out through an imaginary straw. And I'd say use that tool of the breath, the eyes, the face of the mouth. Use those tools for as long as your body likes. Know that your body has intention to sigh every 10 to 12 breaths. It does that to regulate blood oxygen. Know that your body may come back to the imaginary straw whenever it likes to invite just a little more ease. The intention is ease. The invitation is ease. We hope that we allow ease. And when we fall from that ease, we know that we can come back. Check in with your body here. Over the last few days, we've learned those basic movements of the spine, flexion and extension, lateral flexion or side bending, rotation, the entire spine, and also putting them all together. What would feel good to you right now with maybe years, many practices under your belt, maybe with just a few days of practice? Where does your body want to go as it finds some ease? Come back to neutral. Let's do thumbs into sternum, hands into prayer. And we do this. Sometimes it's a nice centering posture, of course. But in that upright position, I want you to think hands in, thumbs push in and a little up. We're going to work with just a little rotation of the body. Pelvis stays still. My eyes, my face are going to turn over my left shoulder, and my body's going to try to go with it. You can take several breaths here. With each exhale, you may try to move just a little bit more. Thumbs stay in the center of the chest. They are not helping you rotate. Back to center. Check in again with that upright posture. Hands in and up. Look. Face turns, body follows. And then on your own time, just move through a few of those rotations. We will be working with some rotations, a gentle rotation of the spine and more of a yin and restorative posture. This is a modicum of work. Back to center. Find your ease again. With these moments of ease and stillness, notice, watch, listen, and feel your body. What arises for you? Maybe discomfort, maybe the desire to get up and do something else. Just notice. Say label it, but with no judgment. That was bad. That's better. Just notice. And as your body's ready, simply bring your chin towards your chest. The body's still sitting up. Stretch for the back of the neck, maybe right even into the shoulder blades. On your next exhale, just slouch. Spine is allowed to come to a place of ease, no longer holding you up. Again, that may be a stretch in between the shoulder blades or still up in the neck. Notice how your head continues to respond to gravity and just sinks. We'll take just a couple breaths as we lean forward, just checking in with this forward fold as we've done every day for the last week. And rise up. Blocks can come out from under your knees. You'll want to keep these with you today. Pelvis is going to come to the floor. If it's not already there, I will take my meditation pillow, move it out of the way. I've actually brought a small folded towel that I can rest under my head should I need it. But let's go to our backs, that supine position. And what you want to check in with first is your face looking right up at the ceiling? If you're in this type of position, you might want to bring a bigger cushion under your head, just so your airway and neck and throat can be in a good position. Let's start in the place of toes turned in, knees come together. Again, this is the lowest stress position we can bring to our lumbar spines and to our hip joints without any props. If you don't have any props available to you, they're not always there. This would be a good position to choose. Simply notice how your body responds to the stillness here. When you are ready, I'm going to keep my right leg planted, bring that left leg up into the air. Let's go ankle above knee. I'm going to keep a block near me. I'm going to take that block and put it in my right hand. When you're ready, that up foot, which for me is my left foot, is going to come down and probably land on a block. You may not need the block and it can come to the floor. You can use 2 blocks, you can do 3 blocks. Shoulders are going to stay flat on the floor. So if I do that again, foot's planted, I'm in that figure 4. As I start to let the up foot go to the opposite side of the body, your foot that's on the floor may drag in a little bit. And we're looking for a place of ease here. Now, this is a gentle rotation, shoulders staying flat on the floor. My left side of the pelvis is lifted up, and I'm adding a gentle rotation into the spine. If it helps, right hand can go to the knee and just press out a little bit. You're feeling a compression in that hip. That gentle press will feel good. This is not a massive stress. How about stretch is the word I'm looking for. It's not a massive stressor. Shouldn't be a big stretch. If it is, you bring the block and back out of it just a little bit. We want to introduce a gentle rotation onto the spine. In that, there is rotation of the up leg's hip and the down leg's hip. What do you feel here? Just notice. Hand can stay on that leg or it can come down. If this is enough of a voice in your body talking, stay right here. If you'd like, I'm going to turn over my left arm. So my left leg is on the right side of my body. My head is turning to the left, bringing in just a little more rotation. Right arm can come up over your head just a little bit, offering the little elongation of the torso. And these might be very gentle changes. If they are not, if they are very big on the lower body, bring the foot up and rest it on a block. That would be the most important piece here. Second would be the turn towards the left. Third would be right arm up. And then we're looking for stillness. You notice, watch, listen, feel. What does the body say in these positions? As always, check in. How is your body breathing? Check in with breath, as well as eyes, face, and mouth. Notice what part of your body is speaking to you, which part of the body is affected by this position. Notice if the sensation is close to the surface, whether it's deeper. Neither is right, neither is wrong. You're simply noticing. It is my left leg that is bent with the foot sitting on the right side of my body. See if you can now elongate the other leg. That would be the right leg. Reach down, grab that left knee, pull that up to your chest. Hug that in a little bit, offering some flexion of the spine and hip. Release that leg down. You can go to Shavasana, that corpse pose or final resting posture. If that is not pleasing to your body, you come back to the lowest stress position we know, without any props, knees bent, toes in a little bit, knees together. As you are ready, right leg is going to come up in the air. Right ankle crosses over left knee. Scoot that left foot in towards the midline a little bit. I have a block over there already. I'm going to bring my right foot down to the left side of my body. Again, adding a modicum of rotation. I keep my foot on the block for a moment because I'm already feeling that hip. My shoulders are staying flat. My pelvis is lifting up. So I know that the hips are rotating. The spine is starting to rotate. Bulk of my sensation is right in this hip joint. I can take my left hand, give a little extra external rotation. I got rid of that block and I definitely want it back. I like to ask the question, could you sit there for 20 minutes? We're not going to, but could you? If the answer is no, just back out of it a little bit. No need to rush into it. Your body will put up a little fight. The muscles will contract, and we're trying to get everything to come to ease so we can address the connective tissue layers, predominantly the fascia in this position. Right arm can come out to the side, and you can look over the right arm. That adds more rotation to the spine. We add rotation in the upper part of the spine. It's going to affect the rotation in the lower. Left arm can come up over your head. Then notice what you feel. For those of you who are practiced in this, sometimes just after a couple of breaths, I've already crawled off that block, just giving myself a couple breaths there. Body quickly found its place of ease. We say that often. With practice, the body can come to ease more quickly. With practice, you can get out of any adrenalized state that is not necessary or not wanted within 3 breaths. Check in with your breathing. How does your body breathe here? At ease or something different? Just notice where you're feeling it now. For me, it's up in those hip stabilizers, hip muscles, muscles of the pelvis. Been working hard today. Had a lot of hiking, had a lot of rain, so I encountered lots of puddles. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but it's nice to be outside. The music is called River Flute. But as I listen to that water in the background, I can also see out my window that it's downpouring. So soothing sounds all the way around. The leg on the ground for me, the leg that's flat on the ground is my left. I'm going to elongate that, reach down, grab that bent knee. That's my right one. Pull it into the chest, adding some flexion to the hip and just a little bit of flexion to the pelvis as well. Both feet to the ground, perhaps toes in a little bit. I'm going to grab for that block as well. We did this yesterday, I believe. You're going to work up into a bridge. Block is going to come underneath. I've used the lowest level of the block there. The choice is yours. Again, with these yin practices, with these restorative practices, it's best to err on the side of uh, less grand, I guess is what I'm looking for. Start small. Start with a smaller movement. Let the body find some ease there. This is a supported bridge. Front of the hips are now able to be at ease in a different position. This is also an inversion, a very important part of yoga practices. It's not a handstand, it's not a headstand, it is a gentle inversion. How is your body breathing right now? Body at ease, breathes at ease, with ease. If you'd like, you can move your feet back just a little bit more, still checking in that your thighs are lined up straight ahead, not coming out to the sides. That will offer a little more stretch in the front of the quads if you like it. Not looking for knee discomfort here, by the way. That would be too much bend. A little more of a yin offering for the lower body. Quads, the quad that acts as a hip flexor, psoas as it crosses the hip joint, sartorius. When you're ready, perhaps slide your feet out a little bit. Force goes into the feet. Pelvis lifts, block comes out. Find a position that you would like to close your practice in. Maybe all the way down, this perfect posture at ease, this supine final resting posture. For some of you, that'll be just a little bit of something underneath your knees. I'm going to finish the practice in a seated position. So I will bend, roll to the side. Again, you're picking what is right for you. Blocks or no blocks if you're unseated. Couple more breaths of stillness. Check in eyes, face, mouth, and breath. And wherever you have decided to close your practice today, when you are ready, the deeper than normal inhale through your nose, exhale with that audible sigh, which we use to mark the completion of our time together. As always, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you back soon.